Welcome back to GMC Live Reviews. Karel Froof, and we're live reviewing Ozti East Africa, the guys that provide the backbone of the service industry throughout Tanzania and East Africa. I'm with Waldemar Mugenberg. Waldemar?
Hey, how are you doing? Yes.
Good. Thanks for your time. We know you're a busy man, sorting out kitchens all over the island. Tell us what you do and why you're here on Zanzibar.
Well, you've been around the island and you've been to a lot of hotels and you probably can't see all of them. As you know, there are many and there are many more coming. So we provide that back of house infrastructure that the hotels and restaurants, small restaurants, big hotels need, which are related to catering, kitchen, bar service, drink service, and also laundry rooms.
So the good food I eat is thanks to you.
And also cold storage. We are big into cold storage as well. So we provide that service for the hotels.
So I'm a new hotel owner, or I'm an existing hotel owner. I want a kitchen. What do? I ring you up, and where does it start? Where does the process start?
Okay, there are two options. Like you mentioned, I'm an existing hotelier, or I'm an existing restaurateur, or even if you have a bank or you have an office and you need a staff canteen or something. So we work on both. Most of a lot of our clients and a lot of new clients are existing hotels. So they either need to refurb what they've got or they need add-ons. Yeah. So we have a lot of these clients. We don't call them small clients, but their orders are smaller. So they might just need an upright fridge, or they might need a 4-burner. So we like doing those services. Those sales as well. So we value the smaller client as well that only needs certain smaller individual items. Then of course come the new investors that are building from scratch. Yeah, they buy the land and they get their approval, and then we start getting involved with the architects as well. And that is where the architect will give us a basic space and scope, and from that then we start the design work. That is the initial stage. For example, we have a few samples up here. So we would this is just a small little hotel that we had here. You know, there's you get the floor space, and then we will design how it can work for that hotel and for that environment and the amount of packs that he needs.
Flow, production.
Exactly, the flow, production, what kind of menu he's doing, what kind of food he needs. You know, if it's an Indian restaurant, you're going to obviously have to incorporate more something like a tandoori oven or something, and you're not going to be focusing more on, let's say, a pasta cooker or bain-maries or things that you would maybe probably or obviously need, let's say, if you're going more in Italian style, you know, or if you're a steakhouse, you know, you're going to need lava stone grills and things like that. So from the design stage, once we get the client is happy, we many times also work together with a food and beverage consultant. They're happy with the design, then we go into production. Our head office of all my products, if it's the kitchen and catering equipment or the cold storage or the laundry equipment, is in Turkey. Okay. Turkey have a high quality and standard of production, and the after sales is really, really good. The way they take care of you. So it will go into production then, and then we obviously ship by sea.
So it's imported from Turkey?
Yes, imported from Turkey. We're using high-grade stainless steel. It's Krupp stainless steel. We're using high-end products, components. And what makes our product very price-quality relation is that your overheads in Turkey are, let's say, cheaper than what it would be in Spain or in Germany or in the UK. But we're using exactly the same product, but producing it in Turkey. And therefore we can give the client a good quality price-related product.
Okay. So now I fitted my new equipment, whether it's a new hotel or an existing hotel. What happens when one of my ice machine breaks or my fridge breaks? Where do I go from there?
That is a very good question, and that is actually a very good point that you bring up, and I'm glad you did. Procuring your equipment is not a problem, because you could take this design, you can get anyone's design, you know, because you're sitting on a computer and you're doing it and you're putting your procurement list together, and you can get your equipment supplied from various countries, like I've mentioned, and I won't mention my competitors either, you know, from those suppliers. and they will fly people in and they will install it for you. But then after that, what happens now? Now you're sitting with equipment that's working, and in this very challenging environment where we're close to the ocean, we've got high humidity, we've got high temperatures, there's salt air or salt contents in the air.
Island.
Yes, and electricity is very vulnerable. It's up, it's down. I mean, you know, you live here.
Yeah, no,
the water is not French hardness 7.
Nothing lasts.
There's a lot of calcium in it, so things break. Now, what happens is you need after sales. And that is one of our biggest plus points why people also would like to use Ozti, is that we carry a huge database of spare parts which we carry on the island.
And that you already have here on site.
That we already have here on site. We obviously cannot carry every single piece of spare part, but we do carry most vulnerable spare parts. So you will be in a much better situation having taken our product than, let's say, one of our competitors' product in Europe, because you would have to identify the part, then you'd have to order it, wait for it to come down, where we have it on site, and we can do the repair and replace the part immediately.
Okay.
Of course, we sit with challenges where we also sometimes don't have the part. But I would say that's maybe 20% of our situation, where it's not 100% of our situation.
Okay. All right, so you can open a hotel, you can replace some of your existing equipment with Ozti equipment, and you have peace of mind knowing it's a quality product. There's after sales and maintenance right here in East Africa, and from there you can go forward and deliver your food to your client.
That's what we hope. Obviously, we do face challenges. I do not want to be dishonest. It's not like you're not going to have any problems, but your problems will be less and not as challenging.
Or it won't take as long to sort it out.
Exactly.
Perfect. Karel Vroeg from GMC Live Reviews. We at Ozti East Africa, the guys that really look after the service industry, kitchen-wise, cold storage-wise, air conditioning-wise, throughout, laundry-wise throughout East Africa, and awesome to know that you guys have our backs.
No, thank you.
Perfect. We're going to have a look at the finer details of Ozti, so stay tuned. Karel Vroeg, GMC Live Reviews. We'll chat to you soon.